Okay, so hold it. Okay, so this is what are you going to need for finger injection. The glass electrode with the opening which is very fluent. Basically for the brain injection, it's like the opening is 1 micrometer, but for this time I think like 0.5 millimeter is possible to do the injection. And this is the thing you are going to set up for the injection. This is a tube, and you put it on this side with a pipette tip, the 201 or even the 10 one without any filter paper inside. And then you put this one in the mouth, or not like this, and you put the so you put the glass electrode inside like this, and then you hold it like a pen. Then you absorb your dye into this electrode and pipe it out with your mouth with the airflow. So first I'm going to demonstrate with a glove, so it's better for you to see how I'm going to do it and in which position. That's better. Let's hold it like this. Now let's pretend this is the forceps you are going to need. Those two are to split the skin from the bone after you done the injection. Yes, and this is to hold the finger in a better position so you can hold it and then do the injection. Let's pretend this is the mice. This is the mice. I've just put a falcon inside. First, for finger injection, you are not going to cut it, but later you are going to cut it. Let's just suppose it's cut it like this, and then I'm going to show you in this one finger. Basically, let's draw something because it has the hair side. Okay, so this is the hairy side of the finger. Okay, I think it's more or less the same. And then the other side is more clean without any pigment side, so it's more clear, you can see everything. And then after you inject the mice with everything, you are going to hold this finger with this tube, but this is too big for this one. I'm going to hold it like this, and then where is the position to inject? Here is the entire finger, and then you turn it around like this in the middle so it's more transparent. Pay attention, in the middle of the finger there's a very, very thick bone and nerve. Try to avoid that, otherwise the mice will feel super pain and your pipette and your glass electrode opening might be blocked. So this is, let's pretend this is the glass electrode we're using to inject mice. Basically what you're going to do is to point somewhere here, the transparent, or this region is okay for injection but not a very dark pigment side, or this region is possible. And then you just insert to what deep, let's say it's like in the real finger, let's say it's the real mice finger, and then you go like this deep, like 1 millimeter with the glass electrode. You can always go deep first and then lift up so there's empty space like preserved for the electrode to pulling out the dye. So here are the dyes, let's pretend. Then you use the forceps to hold the finger, and then you use this one to go through the, yes, so when you see it's inside, but don't try to torturing the mice, try to avoid the huge nerve here. Then first you can go deep but not penetrate the whole finger, and then you lift up. So a free space is created, and now you pull in the air, or you just breathing very strongly to put the dye inside. After you do that, and then you are seeing inside there will be some colors. You can see this is the injection site. This will come like from 4 hours. After 6 hours, 8 hours, you are not going to see the dye. This is a very friendly dye called fast grain. This is widely used for in vivo injections. And after this injection, you see it's the injection site, then just remove it. Then you are done. Now we are going to do the harvest. How to harvest cells. So this, let's pretend this is 8 hours later or 6 hours later. 4 is too little because we tried it in 4 hours. The background is really high. So let's pretend this is 8 hours later. You cut the finger off. Okay, so you just cut this finger off. And how to prepare and split the skin, that is also very important. In this case, remember this is the hairy side and this is the transparent side. Now this dye has been gone after hours. Then what are you going to do is you're going to hold this part. This is the opening of the finger, and you will use the scissors to cut like this. But actually, what you are using in the finger is this Venus scissor, because this is too big, and this forceps you do it in the finger. But for demonstration, I'm just using the huge one for you to see it clearly. And then you just grab this, you cut till the end. There is a nail. You pay attention to the nail. And inside, let's pretend inside actually. This is inside, this is a very huge bone here, let's pretend. And then what you are going to do, oh, this is a huge bone. Okay, this is my huge bone. And then what are you going to do is use the forceps to grab the huge bone. Actually, I cannot, I have to use my hand. You use the forceps to grab one bone, and the other side, you keep the forceps like how to say that, make the skin stable like this, and you're just pulling slightly till you move everything, the bone, the finger, and no, the nail, the nail, and then you put it off. Then you have this skin, and you can make it flatten by just doing, let's pretend this is the forceps to make it flatten, and then you turn it around on a paper. Okay, let's pretend this is my paper, it's too small. And then you just press to make the liquid part a little bit going, or this is sort of cleaning the fat, but actually there's not so much fat in the finger. Then you see this is the hairy side and this is the normal side. And then you bring a cover slice, which is, let's pretend, okay, let's pretend this is my cover slice. The one which is on top, the cover slice, which we usually to cover the slice. You remember the cover slice, they have two types, one is thicker, the other one is thinner. We use all of both sides, the thinner one. So just put a drop of glycerol here, and then you put this skin like this. Try to scratch, make it like really flatten. And then you put another cover slide on top. Then automatically it will just spreading everywhere and it's very sticky. And on both sides, remember this is the thinner cover slides, because sometimes you cannot tell which side is which side. By doing this, use the two thinner cover slides. It is, break it. It is very easy. You can always image this part or imagine this part, so you can see both. So this is finally, and then you can go for the microscope. Okay, this is my